Right. So we started Aarohi way back 2008, and essentially the whole idea was to focus on open learning, which essentially means that everybody typically learns, or rather does, whatever they feel like doing, or rather whatever they are interested in. And yeah, and it made sense to have a community, because then all ages, including me, people are all learning, doing things together. So that's what Aarohi is. It's a community of families of all ages. In fact, you can see that in the picture, all ages are kind of playing a game together. Uh, so open learning stands for primarily these three things. It's typically driven by people's interests and or what they are passionate about, and also the whole idea of exploring the possibilities that's in abundance in this world, to lots and lots of different things to do. So it just opens up all the possibilities to everybody, and not saying this is better or that is better. Whatever interests you, whatever is your passion, that is the best for you. That's the whole idea. Um, so as we do this open learning, one of the questions that prominently comes is, hey, how, okay, fine, great, we will have interests, we will have passions, but how does one take it to a professional level, in the sense of not just earning, but also to the level that I'm kind of a professional in that field, whichever is the field that we choose it. And that is where CoVersity comes in. So CoVersity is a more focused, uh, uh, you can say, journey for any youth of this age, 14 to 21, to both develop their, or rather discover their passions. And once they discover which ones they want to take forward, they take it forward all the way, primarily by doing work which is client or industry oriented, not theoretical, not anything else, but going out and kind of doing the world or adding the value to the world. So that's the whole idea of CoVersity. Um, just as an example, my daughter, she's actually now 25. This is a little older slide. So she has had many passions, many interests. She has incidentally not given any 10th, 12th, college, nothing. So in the eyes of the world, she's illiterate. But but obviously she does a lot of different things, and she has had many passions. And one of her passions was sustainability. And so she thought that the way to make impact would be to create use a line of products. So she is an entrepreneur who runs an organization called Danak Natural, and produces and sells, or rather her organization sells products which are in sustainable, organic, not organic, actually more like natural, made from normal day-to-day ingredients for personal care. So that's just an example of how one can convert a passion into a profession. So she runs her own business. Uh, Another example is Skanda. He's 17 years old, and he also has many passions, but one of his passion over the last couple of years is in fitness. So now he's a fitness trainer. He's actually been earning for last 1.5 years as a fitness trainer for many different people. Apart from that, he also does music and all that, but his main forte is fitness right now. So the whole journey of so how does the whole CoVersity works? It starts with I, which means the youth decides what is it that I want to, which interest I want to deep dive into, and then do work in that field, and then reflect, and that's how the journey continues. And Srijini is one such example. She's here. She's 16 years. She likes. She will talk about her baking and cooking and all that, and that's how she goes about doing it. Um, the idea of CoVersity is also to kind of work with other like-minded youth. So that is why it's called a CoVersity. It's kind of getting the group together and then working together. Each could have a different interest, but when we are together, there's a different energy. So there's a lot of grilling and doing things together, which we call as drilling, and obviously a lot of chilling, which is part of life. So that's what a cohort does. So one example is Drupad, who is 18 years old. He's into football, but he benefits from the cohort. He connects with them. The group, just to take an example, he takes a lot of fitness tips from Skanda, because Skanda is into fitness, and so like they find their own you can say, connections between each other. The emphasis, as I said, is to work to learn, not learn to work. So when you work, and you do professional work, you automatically learn on the go. One example is Shreya. She's 18 years and she's into designing, and she already has had multiple clients for whom she does the work. And not only because the work demands her to learn, she's learning on the go, but also the clients become mentors and kind of guide her also as she goes about doing her work. So she's earning, learning by doing work. Finally, yeah, there is a lot of support. The support mainly is from the buddies or the other youth, also from industry mentors and the guides, which is the Aarohi, and which is part of the CoVersity team, and the parents and the community, the Aarohi community. So one example is Krishiv, who is 15 years, who is into designing, is into graphics and animation. And he has had so many mentors from the industry just by going up to people and asking, hey, will you be my mentor? And when people see his work, they say, yes, kind of. So he has had very good kind of experience of getting mentors. Lastly, the most important part of CoVersity is that you become work certified, in the sense your work becomes your certificate, and the world gives you either employment or more work, or gives you business because your work speaks for itself. And which is why a lot of all the CoVersity people manage their portfolio. Typically, they use website. This is a website of Shrishti. She's into writing, and she puts all her writing work there, and that helps her get or connect with the world and show off her work. Right. So the whole idea of CoVersity is not necessarily about a particular field. We believe the field is fine, but we can keep changing field. Some people change multiple fields throughout their life. Some people stay in the same field. It doesn't matter. What really matters is how we grow as us, as an individual. And that's what the journey is all about. It's about growing stronger, not worrying about the field in which one is today, which could change or stay the same. Right. So let me pause here. There's like a little quick map of whatever kind of broadly I shared. And if any thoughts or questions are coming, we can take that, and then Srijini will walk you through how a typical journey goes through. Yeah. So any thoughts coming or any questions? Not about the working of CoVersity, that's what Srijini will cover, but more on what we talked about till now.
So just Ratnesh, a question, like for a child who is a little bit not so sure of what they want to do, etc., how do they figure it out? Like maybe it's not defined and they have been in this academic setup for a long time, and doing the academic drill is something what they have been trained to do, which most of the kids are. So how do they then get used to this setup or start understanding themselves better? What?
Yeah. So two things. First thing, I'm saying I'm happy that people haven't found their interest. At CoVersity, we actually say, hey, hello, don't be in a hurry to find your, the passions. Go ahead, deep dive in different things which attract you, so that you discover yourself. There's no hurry at 14, 15, 16, 18, even 20 to kind of find what is it that is your big deal. Go ahead, take your time. So that's the first thing. So it's great news if somebody says, I don't know, or I have many interests, I don't know which one is my passion. We say that's the best news we can hear. At this age, at 14, 15, 16, you aren't supposed to know your passions. You're supposed to enjoy different interests that you have by doing deeply work. So what CoVersity, what people do in CoVersity is take up one passion, deep dive into it, see if that is something that kind of they want to continue. If not, then they try another one. And Srijini will talk a little more about it, how that can work. So yeah, so that is good news, I would say, or rather the best news. Let's give them space to discover themselves.
Okay, great. Good to know. Thank you.
In fact, many youth who start CoVersity journey, I would say, would not really know any one specific passion or interest. Yeah. Which is why I was giving the example of Asavri and Skanda and different people who still have multiple interest areas, though they are slowly discovering one or the other. But that's a journey.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Any other thought or question at this stage, or shall we? Okay, maybe we can move ahead, and once Srijini covers the journey also. So go ahead, Srijini, over to you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm Srijini and I'm 16 years old. I'm part of CoVersity backend team. And I typically want to join CoVersity as a member in June. So, so this is how my typical journey would look like if I join CoVersity. So, yeah, I'm very excited to see what happens if I join. So, as Ratnesh was mentioning, it's like interest based. So I personally love to bake. I'm really interested in baking and I want to deep dive into it as long as I want to. So it doesn't matter if I have interest. I kind of felt baking was my interest that I want to deep dive. But even though if I don't know my interest, I still can do something. So I start doing something. We generally uh, use this term of deep dive year. So where we deep dive into one interest and get to know about that interest and see if if I really love that and still want to continue, or if I feel I am not really okay, I don't really want to continue it, maybe I shift my domain. So it's like I yes, it's like I go on cycles of 6 months on deep diving to one interest, and then if I feel like doing it, I continue. If I don't feel like it, I change my domain and explore others. It's not that we have to stick to one only. So during the 6 months, I even get that confidence that I can conquer any domain I feel like, and I also get to know what are my strengths and which I need to work on, and all of that stuff too. So the cycles goes on and on and on until we want. So in that 6 months, for a few weeks, we will be uh, in on campus, and we do a lot of. We start to plan what we want to do according to our dreams and aspirations, and do it in our own way and style, individual as a cohort, and kind of keep doing and do a lot of work, and then we go off campus where we kind of get in touch with the industry. So maybe I will do an internship or maybe go do some projects in the industry. Basically, we go into the industry and connect with them and understand how it really works and see our place in that. And again, we come back to campus for a few weeks, and we reflect on what we have learned, and also see if we really want to continue the same journey or want to change our domain or style, or we decide on that after we reflect. So this is not a fixed weeks or something. It's flexible and we'll do that. And so after this, we go on and on for few cycles of some years or months. And by the end of the time, we decide if we want to kind of start being an entrepreneur or freelance or job or create pursue. So according to our dream, we kind of take it to there. So during this, we'll be also getting few skills like work. I will be work certified, of course, as we're doing work, real life work, and also we'll get industry intelligence, and also we get good networking with the industry and with the people, and we have amazing portfolio as we keep updating our work and all. So we also have 4IR skills, and during this journey we also give importance to ourselves and keep working on ourselves. So in this process we also get so in this journey we also get to know ourselves better. Like we build relationship with others, we interdependent with each other, we get our self-leadership, self-motivate, living skills, and much more. So you can go on and on. So it's like a journey that we can go through, I can go through. So in CoVersity, I really love about the fact of doing everything as a group or doing everything as a cohort. So we kind of grill chill with each other, and it's like it's fun and also very information. I mean, like we do work and also we do chill. So it's like together and it's a lot of fun.
Srijini, you also want to talk about the boot camp we have in June?
Yes. So so to experience of this whole concept, this whole CoVersity, we actually have boot camps that are happening in June, where you can experience being in CoVersity for 1 week. It's a short duration where you get to experience being in CoVersity, how it works, and like you can experience it like in a short form.
Like a
In
trailer for
June, we
the
are
full movie.
having, yeah. So it's happening on June 12th. So yes, you can get in touch to know more information, and also our website to get more information.
Okay, thanks, Srijini. So yeah, so you can ask questions, or yeah, we can have discussion. One of the theme that we had kept for today's meetup was to do with challenges. Often people feel or ask, what about challenges that maybe the industry might throw in? They may not get something, or they may not be able to figure out how to do something, and so on and so forth, or they may not have a skill for something, and so on. So what I wanted to what we all want to share, or rather bring to the limelight is in CoVersity, rather I would say in open learning itself, but more so in CoVersity. We love challenges, and we actually, even if they are not there, we put challenges on ourselves. We create all the time challenges, because that's really the curriculum. That's what makes us stronger. Yeah. So the whole idea is not to make things easier, not to get them internship, not to get them. So if Srijini were to come to me and say, I want an internship, I'll say, okay, good, find it. Right. So let's start there. Let's start figuring out, how do I connect with people? How do I talk to them on the phone? How do I go and meet them? What do I say to them? How do I show them my portfolio? In fact, how do I make my portfolio? So everything starts with them starting exploring. Yes, there are guides and mentors to support them, but the idea is not to start doing it for them. The idea is to guide them in that sense, and let them create their own learning in themselves. So that's why the challenges is like the staple diet of open learning, and more so for CoVersity. Yeah, so just wanted to highlight that, because we thought that's something that's very for us, that's very exciting. We all get excited with challenges.
Yeah, so just curious to know, Srijini, what was your big challenge when you went out? Probably was it building the portfolio, finding people, finding the recipe, finding tasters? Where was your real challenge?
I personally, I did not start my CoVersity journey yet, but I was exploring my my passion. I mean, my interest in baking. So yeah, one of the challenge was like a challenge that made me a little think and all was I wanted an internship. There was a bakery nearby my place. So I really loved their cakes. So I wanted to do an internship and learn that cakes, how to do those cakes. So I was really shy to ask them that I wanted an internship. So I went to my father and tried to convince him to make him ask for my internship. So like for convincing my father only it took me many days. So he was like, so now you finally convinced me to ask them, so why not you only go ask them? So again, I had to go to them, and I was really shy. So a few days I was just going, having their baked goodies and just complimenting them and all. And finally, one day with my father, I went and asked them. So they said, okay. So yeah, that was one thing.
Right.
Srijan, you want to share that story of how you thought of one country each and then the ingredients became a challenge?
Yeah. So yes. So I took this bigger project of making different dishes, like a famous dish from each country. So I started it off with I was very excited and confident that I will do it. I started and I even started blogging with that. So whenever I do, I keep blogging my experience and reflect back about what I have done. So it went on for a few days. I did my research on that recipe, that all of that stuff, did that recipe, reflected, and all of that stuff. And finally, after doing few countries, I felt really uh, that I couldn't find the ingredients because it was all over the world, and I couldn't really find it in my. That too, I live in a small town, so it's like I can't find the ingredients properly. So I had to kind of pause it for now. So yeah, that was a one challenge that I faced with the ingredients part. Yeah.
Okay, more questions or thoughts? Anybody wants to? Yeah, so we can talk about any aspect of CoVersity, or even if there is any thought or a concern or anything which is okay, how will that happen or how does that happen?
So just curious, is this something that keeps happening? I mean, it's like a rolling thing, or there is a fixed period when people come into the program, or
Yeah, so the joining of CoVersity can happen in either in Jan or in July. So it's because the 6 month cycle, but it's a rolling thing. As Srijini mentioned, you can keep being part of CoVersity till you are ready to take that leap, and now you are a professional. So anyway, you move ahead. So yeah, minimum we say is 1 year. There is no maximum. One can be in this whole learning journey as long as one wants. And in some ways, we kind of continue that throughout our life. As in, we say open learning is throughout our life. But CoVersity or Aarohi's role might be only for whatever, few years, let's say. We don't know how many, it will differ from each individual.
so that's my question. What's the role of Aarohi then? I mean, why do children or people get drawn to it? Where I'm coming from is today, the good news is things are so empowering, right? Like you just need to have the courage to ask for someone for help. There are help. So what is the strength they find in Aarohi that keeps them, going through this program?
Vijini, you have to answer this. Or Preeti, you have to answer as a parent. I don't know. So I've been part of Aarohi since beginning. So I don't know why people come. I'm only saying I'm blessed with so many people coming.
I'm sure there's something. We just want to hear it from them.
So I had it in my mouth here just to say, and Ratnesh said, Preeti, you can answer. So great.
Me too.
Yeah, so Srijani, you go ahead first. I'll come back.
Okay. I feel it's like a platform where we all come together. Like every person is very rich in they're very rich with their knowledge and all of that stuff. So we come together there. So we get to meet a lot of people, a lot of perspectives. So it adds a lot of value to each of us. That's one main thing. And
yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so for me and our family, what has Aarohi given us is they have shown us in a belief in ourselves that we are capable. Okay, we are all capable, and everybody on this earth is capable. That is what we have got to know after coming to Aarohi. So, very honestly, we are all capable, but we are not aware of it. But when we come to Aarohi and there's so many things that's happening, and there's There's so much of freedom. There's so much of trust on you, with so many things. Everything is so transparent here, and it's an absolutely beautiful community where you feel very much part of it, and you feel that you feel self confident. You feel that you are so much capable of doing so many things. You open up, like how Srijani opened up. So I know Srijani since I roughly 2 years, and I have seen her journey. So I know how shy she was and how she's like day on and on, like week on and on. Every Friday and Thursday and every Saturday she comes and she gives presentations for CoVersity. So that's the kind of confidence and the kind of self belief she has in herself. So that kind of stuff happens, and um, abhi, that ek, ek word that I want to say, I don't know. It like they just Aarohi brings things out of you. We have it, we all have it inside us, but most of us, we just have it and we just go away. But Aarohi makes you mm, shine. That's all.
Thank
And
you.
also, if I have to add in the perspective of CoVersity, I would say it's the community is like filled with mentors, guides, and a lot of buddies. So I can go and ask them for feedback or maybe ask them for help. It's up to me, like how I want to use them.
Yeah, also I would say that being part, so Aarohi is nothing but a community. So whatever Preeti was saying, please also keep in mind that so much Preeti gives or Srijini gives to the community, which others get, right? So it is not that we are only, so it is only getting, but there is so much giving and getting that each one does. But I think it's just, yeah, so the whole sense of being together, I think that's the that to me is the crucial thing, right? A lot of people ask me, "Hey, how will Aarohi or CoVersity help me?" I said, if you are wanting to become part of Aarohi or CoVersity for help, then that's the wrong way to look at Aarohi and CoVersity, because it's a community. You're not coming for help. For all you know, you may end up helping more people than others helping you. But the whole idea is to be together. As in Preeti was saying, everything is inside us. When we are together, we rub each other in all different ways, and kind of the magic starts coming out. Right. So that togetherness is what has helped all of us, I would say, without directly seeking a help in that sense.
Yeah. So adding on to what Ratnesh just shared. So today only I was talking to one parent, and that parent was asking ki, how will my child get help? How will my child get from Aarohi this, that? So I said ki it's a family thing, and it is not about only thinking about your child. It's about thinking about the whole community. Okay, so when your child is with the community, so there's so many people who are there to support your child. Same way you are also supporting other children. Not only children, everybody, all age groups are supporting each other, and they're all helping and they're all there for each other. So that's how this community is. Means, very honestly, I've been here since 3 years and I've not seen a community like this till date. Sorry, Ratnesh, going emotional.
Okay. Yeah. Any Binakshi, if you have any question, any thought.
No, I am happy to know about the journey. I'll have to just ask my kids if they will like to be part of this. And because I did homeschool the kids, and we wanted to visit Aarohi, but we could never land up at that place for something or the other reason. And probably it was your summer camp when they were young in Bangalore. I don't know, but Vikram, my elder one, did attend for 3 days, maybe. That was long time ago. So I'm not sure if it was this. because I was new to Bangalore at that time. So, and after that, I did follow Aarohi quite a bit because we did wanted to give them the freedom to learn at that stage. And yeah, Vikram did appear for his IGCSE because we thought he should have a degree. It will be better. So he is awaiting results, and he is into chess.
Okay.
And at times we want to ask him, what do you chess, and of course a little bit of computer coding and all. He has made projects. So we ask him, what do you want to do? And he every 2 months or 3 months he has a different answer. It can be music or it can be computer. I'll go. And he did his internship with the in a software company last year. Just after the COVID had ended. For 3 months he was there. So and he also wants like, this is a thing that he can also start on his own. So we have to see how he is, and I will definitely mention. We of course talk about Aarohi a lot because we made programs to come, and
Sure.
and we could never. So I will look up to it. And the younger one, Vikas, he's not into anything like. He's the child, free spirited child, like he's a homeschooler's open learner's delight, that kid. Yeah, he cannot be bound in anything. So actually he was the reason that we had to explore this idea of homeschooling and open learning spaces and all. So I'm definitely going to put up this
So maybe you can invite them first for a meetup. What we also do in meetup, if there are more you can say youth, they go in a separate breakout room with, let's say, with Srijini, or there are others in our group who join these meetups. So they can join, for example, this Saturday meetup. We have actually Ashwati joining us. She is about 19, 18, 19. I'm forgetting her age. And yeah, they can listen to her journey of her current journey of, again, taking her passions, exploring them, then changing to another passion. So that's very interesting. Her journey is interesting. So they can meet her. And as I said, the youth go into another room, and us oldie parents stay in this room. Sorry to call everybody oldie. Preeti doesn't like that. Yeah. Yeah, so that way they can connect with others and at least get to understand more one-to-one.
Yeah. It will be just for the sake of meetup and bonding. Also, it's good always. So I'm definitely going. So I'm definitely going to tell them about this idea.
Yeah.
Thank you
And
so much for the session.
as Srijini was saying, sorry, Preeti, you wanted to share something. Go ahead.
Yeah, so one more thing to emphasize on, maybe since joining CoVersity, it is an investment of time also. Like once you start, then it is like you have to start, like you have to invest your time. So maybe you can also think about boot camp, which is coming up on from 12th June. So it's a 1 week investment of time, and there they can also explore how is it going with them. And based on that, maybe they can go ahead with the whole journey.
Yeah. The advantage of bootcamp is not only you get to experience how CoVersity would be with all the action and all that, as in for them to, it is not for us, it is for the youth, but also they get to meet others in the community. So they get a sense of the pulse of the community. And also because it is at our campus, they can also experience the campus. So it's a good way to kind of know everything before kind of taking any decision. Yeah, Srijini has already, she's posted all the links that you would need, though everything is there on the website. So yeah. And there is also a group, these guys have a separate WhatsApp group, which obviously I am not part of. So the youth can join that group also, but that's only by invitation. So yeah, that's only by invitation. So they will, once they do a meetup, they can ask Srijini, and Srijini can join, add them to that. So then that's what I was saying. It's more like connecting on a more one-to-one basis. Yeah.
Yes, sure. Thank you. We'll check up the links and we'll revert. We'll definitely. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah, that is
I
what
think we have.
yeah, sorry, Preeti.
Sorry.
Somehow we both
Go
are
ahead.
speaking at the same. No, no, you
Yeah.
only go. Ladies
No,
first.
I was just. I was thinking, Hari and Ankur, would you like to share anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I yeah, yeah, actually, so, first of all, guys, I mean, are you able to hear me? I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
since I'm outside and connectivity is a bit
Yeah, yeah, we
problem.
can hear you. We can hear
Okay,
you.
fine. All right, all right. So, yeah, Ritesh, actually, I'm a father of two, so I'm not going to join CoVersity. I'm 38. Okay. But my daughter's like 5 and 3. The reason I mean, I have a question. Maybe little personal, maybe we can discuss of this call if not this.
Sorry, your voice is
Since
little
asked me to
breaking,
join
Ankur. I'm not, I couldn't hear the last couple of sentences. I heard till you talked about your daughter, and after that, it.
He is not there in the
Pratnesh,
call anymore.
Oh,
yes.
okay, it dropped out. Okay.
He's trying again and again, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah. Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, we lost you, Ankur. Yeah.
okay, is it better now? Like, is it good now?
We can try. Um,
No, okay, no. I'm saying if it is a problem, then probably I'll drop a note separately. Maybe I think.
Yeah, sure.
Uh,
Also,
otherwise,
you
Saturday
can.
meetup, yeah.
I don't know if you have already been part of the Saturday meetup. So Saturday 5 to 6 is more for parents with younger children, and so you can join in there. Saturday, same link. Saturday 5 o'clock. That's when we can discuss,
Yeah.
especially if your child is 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, and then 5 to 6.
No, no, it's not for this actually. It is
Okay.
for CoVersity. Actually, I have a
Oh,
question.
okay. Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead. If you want to ask now, if you are able to ask, given your connection, go ahead. Meanwhile, for others, I've just opened a small poll which has just 2 questions. Do take 2 minutes to answer that poll. Yeah, Ankur, go ahead with your question. Oh, I think Ankur.
Okay. So Ratan, the thing is, okay,
Yeah.
I'll do it later. I think I'm in a poor zone.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Maybe you can off your video, then we can hear your audio. That might help us. Okay, we can do later. I think he dropped out again. That's okay. Right. So yeah, we have about 10 more minutes, 10, 12 more minutes. So if anybody has a question, we can take that. And as I said, the different meetups, we also have met different youth who have done their journeys like this. So if you go to our YouTube channel, there is a playlist which can help you or not help you, which can give you a or you can get to listen to stories of other youth who have shared in our meetups. As well as I said, this Saturday we would have one more such youth. Her name is Ashwati. So you can join that if you want to interact with her directly. I'll just share the link of the playlist also. So there have been multiple meetups, and you can choose which one you want to, kind of listen to. I've shared 2 links. The second one is a playlist of different journeys. Okay, so I think we can pause here, and yeah, you can connect with us one-to-one on WhatsApp, however you want, and we can discuss it more. And yep, see you if you are wanting to interact more on Saturday. Saturday we start at 5, we go on till 7. First hour on open learning and second hour on CoVersity.
Okay, I'll see
Yep.
you all on Saturday then.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you everybody for
Thank
joining.
you. Thank you, everyone. Bye.